Hello from Seoul. I've seen so many people being afraid of making Korean steamed eggs, so I decided to make this ultimate guide for you. Trust me, after watching this video, you'll be the master of this dish. Today, we're gonna be making Gyeran jjim, Korean steamed eggs. It's a simple, easy, and delicious Korean side dish that everybody loves. What? It looks difficult to make? Don't worry about it. As always, with me, you'll be able to nail the perfect steamed eggs every time. And at the end of this video, I have a little surprise for you, so do not miss it. For this, you will need some eggs. That's it. But if you could add some green onions and carrots, trust me, you'll make the most beautiful Korean steamed eggs that you ever had. But this is totally optional, so don't worry about it. Alright, let's crack 5 large eggs into a small container. Add a pinch of salt, a pinch of sugar, and give it a good mix. Here, the sugar is not for making it sweet. It's more like a flavor enhancer, so it's gonna boost the overall taste. And the same thing goes for geranmari, Korean rolled omelets, so don't be afraid of using it. Trust me, the tiny amount of sugar will make your egg dishes taste like 100 times better. Next, thinly slice half a green onion. The combination of eggs and green onions is truly amazing. So if you only think about flavor, it's better to use a good amount. But if too much veggies go in, the eggs will not rise up properly. So I recommend using just a little. And lastly, finely chop some carrots. That's it. It's unbelievably simple, right? For information, Korean steamed eggs are usually cooked in a special pot called ttukbaegi, an earthenware pot. What? You don't have one? Don't worry about it. You can't just use a heavy-bottomed pot. What's more important is that we should have a dome-shaped lid, because it will trap the heat inside and that's gonna help our eggs flop up beautifully. What? You don't have that either? Neither do I. But we don't have to worry about it. You can just cover it with another ttukbaegi, a soup bowl, or you can even use this kind of stainless steel bowl. But just make sure that's heat-proof. You know, if it explodes, that's gonna be a disaster. Alright, let's add 1 cup of water to the ttukbaegi. Add half a teaspoon of chicken bouillon powder and give it a good mix. Traditionally, this dish is seasoned with salted shrimp, but not everyone has easy access to that, right? So today, let's just use this chicken bouillon powder. It's not only gonna season the eggs, but it's also gonna add a ton of umami. Think about it, chicken and eggs, it's impossible not to be good together, right? Or this dashida, Korean beef stock powder, works great, so just use whatever works for you. Everything will be fantastic. By the way, we have all the instructions and a list of ingredients on our blog, aaronandclaire.com, so please visit here if you need a written recipe. Now place the pot on the stove and turn on the heat to medium. Once the broth starts bubbling, pour in the egg mixture. From now, we're just gonna cook for about 2 minutes, but make sure to keep stirring it while gently scraping the bottom and sides of the pot. During this step, the eggs will start to set and kind of look like scrambled eggs. And if you don't stir well, they won't cook evenly and those on the sides might burn. And by any chance, if you want a more fluffy version that looks like a volcano eruption, prepare some additional egg mixture and pour it in a little bit on the sides. What? You wanna know this kind of tip more and more? I'm so glad you brought that up, because everything you need is in this one book. Trust me, with this one book, you can cook more than 100 Korean dishes like a pro, so don't forget to check it out. The link is in the description. Alright, once your eggs look like fluffy SpongeBob, reduce the heat to low, and then add the green onions, carrots, and cover the lid, and let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. During this step, the broth might overflow or you can smell a slight burnt smell, but it's okay, it is so natural. If 2 things happen, that's a good sign that you're doing it properly. Alright, time's up, let's open the lid. How does it look? It looks perfect, right? Let's turn the heat off and finish it off with some toasted sesame seeds and 1 teaspoon of toasted sesame oil. Alright, it's done. Let's go to our taste tester. Claire?
Woo! Wow! It looks and smells awesome! 냄새 맡는 순간 너무 배고파. I'm super hungry. Let's give it a try. 위에 당근이랑 파도 아주 예쁜 색감을 추가해주면서 너무 맛있어 보이네. Cheers! 입천장 되지 않게 조심히 먹어야지. 진정해. 맛있어. 그냥 먹는 순간 몸이 사르르 그냥 막 녹는 느낌이야. 계란의 그 몽글몽글한 텍스처가 입에서 온전히 느껴지면서 야채들은 아삭아삭, 깨도 막 톡톡 터지는 게 식감의 대조가 샥 이루어지는 게 너무 좋아. 거기다가 맛은 짭조름한데 거기에 참기름도 살짝 녹아져 있어가지고 되게 고소하니 너무 맛있다. 확실히 그 다른 계란찜들이랑 좀 다르게 한국식 계란찜은 너무 부드럽지만 않고 약간 그 텍스처가 살아있어가지고 약간 그 거친 그 느낌, 그것만이 또 묘미가 있어. 한번 맛보면 그 매력에 빠져나올 수가 없어. 바운시 바운시 지글리 지글리. 이렇게 먹을 수는 없겠다. 입천장 다 뒤겠다. It's way harder than you think, so please be careful. 주로 우리 이거 밥 반찬으로 많이 먹지만 난 이런 식으로 그냥 온전히 하나만 즐겨 먹는 게 맛있더라. 뭔가 스크램블 에그랑 숲이랑 섞여있는 그런 느낌이어가지고 너무 좋아. 밥이 필요 없어. 든든할 거야.
This time, let me show you how to make the easiest steamed eggs with the microwave. Don't worry about it. Just because we are using the microwave, it doesn't mean you'll have to sacrifice flavor. So try this method for busy mornings or weeknight dinners. It's so simple, easy, and convenient. You might like this method even more. For this, you'll need exactly the same ingredients. And just like before, let's crack 5 large eggs into a microwave-safe container. And add a pinch of salt, a pinch of sugar, half a teaspoon of chicken bouillon powder, and beat them up really well. Next, add 1 cup of hot water and mix it thoroughly. The key to this recipe using hot water. If you use cold water, it's gonna take longer to cook, and you might end up with some ugly, overcooked green steamed eggs. Nobody wants that, right? Once everything is well combined, throw in some green onions, carrots, and cover the lid and pop it in the microwave for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, you will see the eggs starting to set. So grab a spoon and gently stir it like this. Again, this is gonna help evenly cook the eggs. Now let's put it back into the microwave and cook for about 3 to 4 minutes. That's it. Unbelievably simple, right? But please keep in mind that the cooking time might vary depending on your microwave. Alright, it's done. Let's finish it off with some toasted sesame seeds and 1 teaspoon of toasted sesame oil. So easy, right? The taste is amazing. Seriously, you should give this a try. Today, I showed you how to make gyeran jjim, Korean steamed eggs. How was it? It's way easier than you think, right? Even for Koreans, making this dish can be a little tricky, but with this ultimate guide, I'm pretty sure you will never fail. So please give this a try. It's so easy and delicious, you might find yourself making it for breakfast, lunch, and even dinner. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.